It's important to be what you wish to attract when it comes to dating. You see, quite often you're not going to be able to attract something if you aren't already on the same level as the qualities that you desire, or at least somewhere close to it. Because nowadays with modern dating, there's this weird phenomenon where you have a lot of people who don't really work on themselves, but who want someone who's like incredible. And this brings to mind all the unrealistic expectations that I talk about in many of my dating videos, because you're not going to be able to attract someone amazing if you aren't close to amazing or already amazing yourself. That's just not how dating works. Sure, there are outliers. There will be some people who are great who go for someone who may not work on themselves. But I mean, that's really rare, and there's so many factors going into how that even happens in the first place that I just don't want to get into it. But what I can say is that is not the norm. That does not happen often. Usually people tend to date along the same level as them for the most part, or maybe like one level lower. And I know it's kind of arbitrary to even try to define what these levels are, but basically what it means for the most part is people who are on similar levels of maturity and similar levels of looks, like how attractive people are. We already know this, right? People do tend to date along similar lines of attractiveness for the most part. The same thing goes for maturity, because you don't often have someone who's incredibly mature dating someone who's got the maturity of like a 5-year-old child, right? That just doesn't happen often. So there you go. We all tend to know this on some level. We just, for whatever reason, like to lie to ourselves about it. That's where you have those people who don't really work on themselves, thinking that they can attract Prince Charming or Princess, beautiful Prince, I don't know, whatever the female equivalent to that is. But yeah, so it's important, guys. Be what you wish to attract. If you want to attract someone who's incredible, someone who's incredibly emotionally mature, someone who has a high level of self-awareness, someone who works on themselves a lot, and because of that, they're less likely to take their emotions out on you, and they're just a genuine overall good person, someone who's kind, and so on and so forth. I mean, you can already imagine all the list of items that you would like in an ideal partner, right? Well, now realize that your best chances of finding someone like that with all those qualities is for you to work on yourself and acquire all those qualities yourself, or at least get close to acquiring them, be on the journey towards acquiring them. That's how it works. Like, you have to be pretty close to what you want to attract. Otherwise, your odds of getting someone like that are going to be really low. So if you don't want to put in that inner work, then lower your expectations, lower your standards, because that's the only way it's going to work out. Otherwise, you're going to stay single for a while. So yeah, there you go. That's pretty much the gist of this video. Whatever qualities you desire in your ideal partner, you should make sure you either have those qualities or are working towards them. Because it's just not super realistic for you to get someone who's put in all this work to make themselves a better human being, and you haven't done that yourself. Like, it's not going to work out. That'd be like Kim Kardashian wanting to date a Keanu Reeves type. Probably not going to happen. This maybe not the best example, but like a lot of you guys at least understand that there probably is a gap in maturity between Kim and Keanu. So there you go. Hopefully that really not so great example at least still conveys the point to some extent in a way that most people will understand. So yeah, I mean, just make sure when it comes to dating, you are what you wish to attract. But anyway, that's all I have for you guys in this video. If I keep going on, I'll just be repeating myself and rambling, so I'm going to end the video here. But I truly hope you enjoyed this one. I hope you understand this concept, because a lot of more people need to they need to get it like drilled through their skulls almost. I mean, there's so many people out there nowadays who just have these unrealistic expectations and unrealistic standards, and you can't attract the best people out there if you aren't working on yourself. It's just not going to happen. But unfortunately, a lot of people have those expectations nowadays, so make sure you're not one of them. But anyway, guys, if you like content like this, be sure to subscribe for more. Otherwise, like the video and leave a comment for the algorithm. That's the easiest way it can help me out. And let me know your thoughts on this. Let me know what qualities you look for in a partner. I can tell you the three main ones for me are emotional maturity, self-awareness, and being happy on their own. I think that those three qualities are some of the most important things for making sure that someone will be capable of creating healthy relationships. So those are like the three main things that I look for in women whenever I'm dating. But anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Arrivederci!